Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafidillah, I'm from local B, and today I will briefly tell you the very popular legends from the Tidung tribes. Once upon a time, in the 10th centuries, the ancient Tidung kingdoms is thought have begun exist in 1076. So, of the many of the Tidung regions, there is one very popular stories that is still believed and still a mystery about the truth of these legends. So some of Kalimantan people, especially the Tidung tribes, are still very busy talking about this story, and also this story is used for exemplary lessons for their children. And now, on these August sessions, I will briefly tell you the legends of the PAGUN BENAYUK. So, Benayuk is one of the most popular legends from North Kalimantan, to be precise, in the village of Menjulutung in Tanah Tidung. So, whatever I tell in these videos comes from the Tidung tribal elders and trusted resources that tells origins with many versions and variations. So, in the upper of reaches of the Sasayap rivers, in the village of Menjulutung, there is two ancient kingdoms that were found and in the early of 3rd century AD, namely the Tidung Kingdom in Cabung and the Benayuk Kingdom. So these two kingdoms has close relationships, where the Tidung in Cabung is led by Nala or Niril, who is brother of the Benayuk king, which name Benayuk itself. So the life of these two kingdoms are very different. Uh, the Benayuk village is a village where the people never get died, get sick, or get old, because in that village there is a magical trees which is believed to have a magical powers. First, I'm gonna tell you the daily life of the people on the Tidung Incabung. The daily life of the people of Tidung Incabung. This, the life of these people in this kingdom is look normal as usual. For example, when someone dies, a burial ceremony is held. If someone gets married, a large party is held. And if someone gets sick, then the healing ritual is held, which is commonly called, is now it's called besitan. So this kind of life is very inversely proportional to the life of the people of the Benayuk kingdom, where the people in the Benayuk kingdom is never died, never get sick, never get old, and so on, because the Benayuk has a magical tree that called Pohon Tenggilan Nagas. This tree has magical powers that can bring dead people to life, heal the sick persons, and rejuvenate someone's age by just leaning against this or passing through the tree. So the Benayuk people are heavy with this magical tree. But there are also other advantages of the tree. The tree can also speak and provide one conditions, namely the Benayuk and its people not allowed to have a party, whether it's a wedding or an ordinary feast. Then the Benayuk people and the king it's agree with the tree. But in a few years later, there was heard a feast which was held by the Inchabung kingdom, the Benayuk brothers. So the Benayuk king, who over time felt profound envy, wanted to make a massive feast too. But the problem is, the Benayuk and the king, I mean the Benayuk people and the king itself, is do not understand how to hold a party. Because of their lack of understanding, they finally decided to make an event, which they in that event they forcing the marriage of sharks and rays. So the Benayuk residents rejoice at the party and the torture. The magical tree that witnessed the party feels annoyed because the Parasites and their people broke their treaty about feasting, and plus on the party they tortured the sharks and the rays. Not long afterward, there came a great storm and very violent gale. that destroyed and drowned the village of Benayuk, from the people to the king of Benayuk himself. So some of people try to flee to the land but once they reach the land, they turn into a wild boar. So none of the Benayuk people will survive of the wrath of the magical tree. So this news also reached the ears of the king of Inchabung, namely King of Neril. So the king of Neril really sad when he saw that the village of Benayuk had turned into a vase of sea of water. So a few years later, one of the Benayuk descendants, which name is Yakiamus, made himself become a new king of the Benayuk kingdom, who settled in Liumane, which is now is the beach of Binalatung of Tarakan. And he also moved the center of government to the Benyulutung to Binalatung, because the Benyulutung has turned into a vast of the sea of water. So the event that experienced by the Banayuk people, it's led to the emergence of the new myth of in the Tidung tribe, which called Gasaps. Gasap is come when you play or torturing an animal, a storm and thunder will come. So from the story of the king Benayuk above, we can get a message or a mandate from the story, which is a moral message about the invite, and that invite can break into a havoc on one village. So I hope you guys can understand and read the message from the stories that I have told. So that is a story that I can tell. Thanks for watching, and I do apologize if there are any mistakes in my delivery. So yeah, thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.